Hello MotoGP enthusiasts, welcome back to ZNGP today. Ducati is firmly defending its commitment to nurturing young talent despite recent high-profile changes to their rider lineup. The decision to sign Marc Márquez for the 2025 season has sparked discussions about whether the manufacturer is shifting its focus away from developing younger riders. Here's a closer look at Ducati's stance and the implications of their latest moves. As Jorge Martin prepares for his switch to Aprilia for the 2024 MotoGP season, he has been cautioned about the significant differences in the bike's characteristics compared to Ducati. With Martin set to leave Pramac Ducati for Aprilia, understanding these differences will be crucial for his adaptation. As Pramac Racing announces its shift from Ducati to Yamaha starting in 2025, both Johann Zarco and Jorge Martin have shared their perspectives on this significant change. The transition marks a major shift in the MotoGP landscape, with potential implications for both Ducati and Yamaha. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Ducati denies abandoning youth development philosophy with Marc Márquez signing. Despite signing Marc Márquez, Ducati insists that their dedication to developing young riders remains strong. This decision has led to the loss of Jorge Martin, Marco Bezzecchi, and even the Pramac satellite team, prompting criticism from some quarters. Everybody is saying that we changed our decisions towards the young guys. But we are the only team investing in a Moto2 rider next year. So we haven't thrown away our idea. Quote from Davide Tardazzi. Ducati team manager Davide Tardazzi highlights that the signing of Marquez does not signify a complete departure from their philosophy. Instead, he emphasizes their ongoing investment in young talent, exemplified by their recruitment of Moto2 rider Fermín Aldeguer. Fermín Aldeguer, the Spanish Moto2 rider, is set to be the only rookie in the 2025 MotoGP lineup. Ducati's decision to sign Aldeguer reflects their continued commitment to nurturing young talent, even as they bring in an experienced rider like Marquez. Marc is not a young guy. He's one of the oldest on the grid. But we see the data. He has a 23 bike and we can see the data, Tardazzi concluded. Aldeguer's placement in either the Gresini or VR46 teams is expected to have a significant impact, similar to the influence Pedro Acosta has had with KTM this season. Ducati's strategy includes maintaining a balance between experienced riders and emerging talents. While Marquez's arrival marks a shift, the continued focus on young riders like Aldeguer is intended to demonstrate that Ducati's philosophy remains unchanged. The broader implications of these moves will be closely watched as Ducati aims to blend experience with youth to enhance their competitive edge in the MotoGP championship. Ducati's response underscores their commitment to youth development despite the Marquez signing of Marc Márquez. With Fermín Aldeguer joining the MotoGP ranks, Ducati aims to uphold their philosophy of nurturing emerging talent, while integrating experienced riders into their strategy. Stay tuned for further updates on how these changes impact the upcoming season and the evolving dynamics of the MotoGP grid. Jorge Martin's move to Aprilia will involve adapting to a different riding style and bike dynamics. Current Aprilia rider Maverick Viñales has highlighted a key distinction between Ducati and Aprilia. According to Viñales, the Ducati excels in corners with a sharper, more aggressive approach, while the Aprilia requires a smoother riding style. Ducati do the corners in less meters. This is one characteristic of our bike. We need to be more smooth. Quote from Maverick Viñales. Viñales explained that the Ducati's advantage lies in its ability to handle tight corners effectively, allowing riders to accelerate better. In contrast, the Aprilia has a different handling approach, which could affect Martin's performance in cornering and acceleration. In a 180-degree corner, you come back completely, they make a difference. It feels that you lose on acceleration, but in reality, you lose in the meters to the corner, Viñales told. TNT Sports' Neil Hodgson provided further insight into the challenges faced by Aprilia riders. He noted that while Ducati bikes are nimble and handle corners efficiently, Aprilia riders must use more sweeping lines and cannot brake as late. At Ducati, you can point and squirt it more. You can attack the corner more, so you can be faster and gain time. Quote from Neil Hodgson. The Ducati's ability to turn well and handle corners sharply contrasts with the Aprilia's handling, which requires a more gradual approach. This difference can impact Martin's strategy and performance as he transitions to the new bike. It's part of the DNA of the bike. The Aprilia goes around long corners really well. The stop and go? The Ducati does it better. Quote from Sylvain Gintoli. Martin, who currently rides the GP24 Ducati, recently dropped to second place in the MotoGP championship following a setback at the Sachsenring. He now trails reigning champion Pecco Bagnaia by 10 points. As he gears up for his move to Aprilia, understanding and adapting to these bike differences will be crucial for his title aspirations. The transition from Ducati to Aprilia presents Martin with both opportunities and challenges. Mastering the characteristics of the Aprilia will be key to maintaining his competitive edge and continuing his pursuit of the championship. Jorge Martin's upcoming switch to Aprilia will require a significant adjustment in riding style due to the bike's distinct characteristics compared to Ducati. As he prepares for this transition, understanding and adapting to the Aprilia's unique handling will be essential for his continued success in MotoGP. Stay tuned for more updates on Martin's progress and the evolving dynamics of the championship. Johann Zarco, who parted ways with Pramac Racing at the end of 2023, reflects on the team's transition to Yamaha. Zarco, who achieved a total of 12 podium finishes during his tenure with Pramac, views this move as a potential loss for Ducati and a boost for Yamaha. It will be positive for their project, as they will be able to count on more bikes for development and to gain information. It will be good to see more Asian bikes, as the European ones, and Ducati in particular, have a big advantage. Quote from Johann Zarco. Zarco notes that with Pramac leaving Ducati, the Italian manufacturer will have 2 fewer bikes on the grid. Meanwhile, the Japanese brands, including Yamaha, will each have 4 bikes, which could lead to a more balanced competition. From 2025, Ducati will have 2 fewer bikes, while the 2 Japanese brands on the grid will have 4 bikes each. There will be more balance, and I hope that we can close a little bit the gap that has been created. Quote from Johann Zarco. Jorge Martin, who is currently with Pramac, also views the collaboration between Yamaha and Pramac Racing as a positive development. Martin emphasizes the importance of data and information from a factory team, which could significantly benefit Yamaha. It is great news since the data and information provided by the factory team are crucial. The Japanese will receive important help. Quote from Jorge Martin. With Marc Márquez joining the Ducati factory team alongside Pecco Bagnaia, Ducati's lineup is set for a formidable partnership. Zarco believes that this pairing could make Ducati a dominant force, although he anticipates shifts in the competitive landscape for other positions. With Bagnaia and Marc Márquez at Ducati, I think they will fly and will be unreachable. But at least for positions 3 to 10, there will be changes, and that is positive. Quote from Johann Zarco. Zarco also has a message for his new team, Honda, noting the need for innovation to keep pace with Yamaha's advancements. With the advances that Yamaha will make, Honda will need to do more to find solutions. As the MotoGP grid undergoes significant changes with Pramac Racing's move to Yamaha and Marc Márquez's arrival at Ducati, the impact on the championship landscape is poised to be substantial. With new dynamics and strategic shifts, the 2025 season promises to be highly competitive. Stay tuned for more updates as the MotoGP season progresses. Thanks for watching ZNGP today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.